Gary Hardcastle. Gary!
If your chair isn't sticky enough, talk to me after the show, I can help you. Where was I? I have a terrible memory, which really makes stand-up kind of challenging. So I set out to write a joke that would be impossible for me to forget. That was it. I hired an ornithologist, finally, ornithologist. What? You got a problem? Look, the guy's credentials were impeccable. I was in New York City a couple days ago for a couple of days, and I like the city. I really do. I mean, I like the sights, the sounds, the feel. It's great. I mean, parts of it. I mean, emotionally, I get. There are bakeries. If you've been, there's fantastic, especially Italian bakeries, and they have macaroons. Those really colorful cakes, like small, and it's just. I mean, my dad, his whole life. He was a macaroon farmer. That's what he did. And he was ashamed to admit it. He thought people would laugh. And he was right. I've been married for 9 years to my wife, which would have been a joke. It would have been redundant. Right up until not too long ago, and it would have been a joke because that's the basis of comedy. You say something, then you say it the second time, and the second time you say it, it's funny. That's the basis of comedy. You say something one time, and then you say it the second time, and it's funny. But now it's informative, right? I tell you I'm married for 9 years, and then I say to my wife, something you might not know. I could have been married to my male partner or to my transgendered partner, and I'm not up on all the synonyms and the pronouns and the stuff, but all the other kinds of things I know I could be married to, whatever they are. I haven't checked the news since this morning, so I don't know where we're at. But this is a great service because the argument was if we allow marriage to extend to people of the same gender, for instance, man and wife, husband and wife, won't mean anything. But in fact, we've now invested those words with a great deal. I mean, when I say my wife, you have good reason to expect, and maybe not, but good reason to expect, a female to come. So, these words have meaning, which is nice. But people are worried, right? How far is it going to go? Can I marry my goat, my cat, my dog, my weasel? I think weasel marriage is actually legal in some parts of the West. Common law weasel marriage. How much time you have to spend with the weasel. But people are worried about how far it's going. Now, I think, what the hell? Let's just let it go. I know people who have deep and intimate relationships with various kinds of things, which I think are in fact have high social value and ought to be recognized. I have friends who collect records, and indeed, I think marriage to your record collection is a viable alternative. And I don't think there's, in fact, corporations, of course, famously, people, by rule of Supreme Court not too long ago, Citizens United, established the corporations. So you should be able to marry a corporation, it seems like. And I'm fine with, it's going to create some awkward situations. Honey, the Supreme Court ruling means that I'm leaving you. I'm going to get married to Whole Foods. It gives me what I need. And you haven't even noticed, but I've been fucking Whole Foods every fucking weekend for 3.5 hours for years. And I go there sometimes just for some milk. I think that's fine. I guess it does, it's sort of, I realize I should probably be married to Citizens Electric because they've been fucking me in the ass every week for years. Actually, my sex life is very vanilla. As though you asked that question and I'm responding to it. How wild is your sex life? It's very, very vanilla. I've been married 9 years, but I haven't even been able to convince my wife to try a 3-way light bulb. It's really not very good. I'm a hunter, but what I really want to do is gather. Gathering, there's a vaguely defined profession, right? And you bring any two things closer together, you're done, I guess, for the day, right? Maybe that's just if you're a union gatherer, right? But you know, if any profession is going to be unionized, you'd expect it would be the gatherer profession. But it can't be all that easy, because being a gatherer, you know, you go to parties, and it's going to come up, like, what do you do? And, you know, nobody wants to lie, but you say, I'm a gatherer. And then, you know, they've got an uncle, right, who collects stuff. They don't know that collecting and gathering are two different things. You know, collecting is not the same, but they got an uncle who collects God knows what, right? And you're in a half-hour conversation with these people about their uncle, and, you know, you're not going to call them and sort of, you know, talk to them about their collection or anything, but you got this, I mean, that's bad enough. But really, I mean, the thing that fucking gets under my skin, you know, somebody they've had one class, right, intro to gathering. 2 weeks in the history of gathering, maybe they do some non-linearized search algorithms, and maybe some applications, and then a group project, you know, they gather sheep, that's the standard thing. And then they think they fucking know what gathering, you know, so they like, you know, I know what gathering is, you know, maybe they got to be in it, whatever. They don't know, you know, it's 4 years is just the start. There's graduate school after that, if you get into one of the better PhD programs, and then typically a postdoc. You know, there's a lot of, I mean, some of the most exciting gathering work being done in the Arctic and the Antarctic, gathering ice and antelope gathering, very exciting field up there. But they have no fucking clue, so they just think, you know, gathering, you know, I can talk to you about it, do whatever. And that's the stuff that, I mean, it just gets under my skin. But at least, you know, gatherers aren't putterers. I mean, there's a sorry, sad story. The putterers, and that used to be a profession, you know this. I mean, putty used to be an integral part of construction, everything but that faded away. And, you know, the putterers thought they could pull it off for a while. They thought, we'll just fucking fake it, right? We'll just do stuff. And nobody will notice, and everything will be okay. And I think that lasted for a while, until somebody said, hey, what are you guys doing? Like, well, we're going to polish this, and I thought I'd straighten those things over there. And like, wait, what the fuck? That's puttering? Well, yeah. We're not going to pay you for that anymore. And you can still do it, like, I don't know, in your fucking basement? On the weekend or something, all right? And that's, you know, that's how puttering happened. The bright red light can't be that good. Oh, excellent, good, okay. It's not that bad. So you can't, you know, putter. Hey, Obama, Mark Maron, use the N-word. Use the N-word. You guys know what the N-word is? Nigger. Just in case you don't know. I thought, you know, you want the audience to know, so you just got to. But you know, this is the thing, because that word's getting replaced. Did you hear this? Thug is the new nigger. Really? No, I heard this on NPR, my sole source of information for all aspects of the African American experience. That's true. Now, what do I mean, thug's the new nigger? Well, that's a word, thug, previously known as nigger. It's like Prince, right? This is going to be a symbol. Hieroglyphs, we're going back to hieroglyph racism. You heard it here first. But the idea is that this is a word which refers to black people, right? And white people can't say it. It's racist, nasty stuff. Black people can say it, right? So it used to be nigger. You could say, it depends. I couldn't say it, but my black friends could say it, right? I got a call from one of my black friends who said, yeah, it's cool, you can say it. So if you wonder if it's cool, it's totally cool. But now it's thug. I can't say thug anymore. I'm not supposed to. It's bad. The thing is, I'm 50 years old. I might be set in my ways, right? So I just know my great-grandchildren are going to be driving their they'll be their children actually, but my great-great-grandchildren to see me, and I'll be some decrepit, and they'll be growing up and they'll be saying, listen, kids, great-great-grandpa's from a different time, all right? So you're going to hear, just don't pay any attention. He's going to use like the T word. And some kid's going to say, what's the T word? And he's going to say, dog. And all the older kids are going to go, oh, God! And the little kid will say, what's a bug? And the mother will say, that's what we used to call niggers. Thanks very much. It's a great audience.